They're all over my legs, though, dude. This is nuts. Bro, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Yo, this is actually nuts, dude. These things are gonna bite my legs the whole time. Not gonna be able to do this.
Just put your legs up.
I'm already bleeding from them, dude.
What are they, flies?
Yeah, they're fucking sand mice. Biting the shit out of me. Get off of my legs. Please.
Okay.
There's no issue. All of a sudden, 2 minutes ago, these things came out of the woodwork everywhere.
We're delicious.
I don't care, man. Get off.
All right.
Off.
Do you want a video thing question?
You want a what?
A video thing question? Or is this tough?
What do you mean? Where
All right. Can I ask you just a question? Let's start with this one question because I've been dying to ask you this question.
Sure.
All right.
What do you got?
So, because obviously I grew up in a different time and all that, and I don't want to sound like crazy old, but unfriending a friend, right?
Yeah.
So when you, let's say you end a friendship, and we just talked a little bit about this, but like when you end a friendship, what is your like primary thing to do when you end a friendship? How do you end a friendship?
Probably it's for me. It's I don't talk to the person anymore.
And like, what's your process though?
But
I want to know.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. If I've never really had an issue like that in the past, like you vocalize what the issue was. Someone fucked me over, whatever. I'm not gonna get specific, but if someone fucked me over, yeah, hey man, you fucked me over. I didn't appreciate that. Here's the movement forward. If you want to push back on that, cool. Then we're not gonna be friends anymore. I'm still friends with you on Facebook. That to me doesn't fucking matter.
Well, the reason I ask you this is because you're even your generation is at that like cusp of we have the social media advent. We were talking about this, but we have social media now. It's like I'm gonna unfriend you. Click. I have unfriended you. I've unfriended you forever.
Yeah.
And it's brutal. Like, what happened? Why did you unfriend me? Why am I no longer your friend? And there's no explanation. There's no recourse because you can just call them, text them, and they can just ghost you for eternity.
Yeah, and if you never see them, then they never have to talk about it or anything.
So my generation, your generation, actually see eye to eye on this. Like, hey, I'd like to vocalize and say, hey.
I don't know if that's everybody. You'd have to ask a female because that's really where you get social media etiquette from.
We're gonna get
perspective.
I have a couple friends that are willing to come on and
because most guys go on
us.
social media to watch. It's like soft porn, basically, of these girls dancing. Like funny videos of people falling off of shit or jumping off of stuff in sports. Like that's why you go on social media. You don't go on there.
Yeah, no one's going on there.
But there are people that literally will go, and Hollywood news would be like, Selena Gomez unfriended so and so. They stop following them. Like, what does that mean? What is the deeper meaning to that?
Right.
It's like nuts, man.
But what is the deeper meaning to someone unfriending someone?
But imagine like someone being able to psychoanalyze your friendship at that level just through your social profile. Like a celebrity in the 1980s wouldn't have to deal with that because you wouldn't know that they're not hanging out with the person unless a report came out from that person that told somebody, or the person, like either of those two people would have had to tell somebody and then it gets out. Not like you could do your own investigative digging through going on somebody's Instagram and going through when you posted and looking and being like, oh, you deleted X amount of posts, or this person was tagged and now they're not, and now they're removed from your friends list.
But
and then now you're what could just be like something super personal between two people is now out in the open for everybody. And now they're like, well, what happened? You have to tell us. What was it?
Right, unfriending. And like when you're unfriending someone, it becomes a public event.
I think that's why
I've had like this actually happened to my wife. Like she got unfriended from something, and I think it was related to something I did. I'm like, well, what happened? She's like, I got unfriended, or someone got unfriended because something I did. I'm like, well, whatever. Like, because I'm honest. I think
the unfriending happens a lot over politics. I see.
Yes.
Like there's one guy on my Facebook. I'm not gonna say who he is. If he's seeing this, I think he probably knows who he is.
Right.
And
you know.
Yeah, you know who you are.
You know.
And yeah, we've never like met in person, but we've spoken through Facebook. He's a very nice guy.
Right.
And I'm obviously not one of the people that does this to him, but he'll share his political views. I'm not going to say where they lean, but the people on the other side don't agree, and he'll make a post being like, I've lost 8 friends today on my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've had people unfriend me or block me because of my views.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care, but I'm just like, I can see it. I'm actually, there's record of it, or or these people are actively telling me, hey, I'm unfriending you because I don't agree with you about this.
And we talked about political stuff too. You and I talked about politics.
I don't know. I feel like it doesn't belong on social media.
No. We came down.
Dude, these flies are nuts, man.
We talked about it, but yeah, that's the thing is where's your friendship end over politics? No offense, politics and friendship don't mix them. Don't mix them. And politics are it's a whole nother level. Politics can be so toxic. But like having a friendship, like most of my friends are from before I was in school. Like those are my friends.
Yeah.
Like, and if politicians are gonna infringe on that, I could see a politician walking down the road and they wouldn't even know me. I'm like, no offense. I built up these friendships for years, right? I don't know.
I don't even really know any politicians, really.
Yes, and I know this politician. I'm like, no, you don't. No,
Yeah,
you don't. You know, they know of you through someone else. It's like, I'm not saying, there's a handful of you that actually have a close relationship with some of them.
I'm sure some of them are good people, but as a generalization, most of them are not. So that's kind of just how it goes. You know, they might.
It's a business.
Yeah, it's a business.
Politics is a business. It's just like anything else. But we run our business. We run our personal lives like business. Hey, I'll help you move. Oh, yeah, that's great. Could you help me do this?
Yeah, can I get a case of beer?
Right? Yes. Yeah. Everything our lives are run like business. But what if we didn't do it like that?
Yeah.
What if we said, no, I don't expect nothing in return, and mean it, and really mean it, not say it and harbor resentment, but really mean it?
Yeah.
I don't know. So unfriending in the 3D world, where do you fall? Have you done that? Have you said unfriend and just left it?
I don't think so.
Really? You're saying you don't think so?
No, I don't think I've ever I've never had a reason to just cut somebody off without telling them or anything.
So you never cleaned your friends
list? Unfortunately, the social media has raised people with terrible social communication interaction skills, because you can't do that to somebody in real life.
No, you can't.
And it's unfortunate because you just basically, social media allows you to be a piece of shit, like an unregulated, uncensored, oh my god, piece of shit. Sorry, these flies are all over me.
They're really bad.
I'm gonna get up and check the camera, make sure it's still recording.
Mm-hmm.
These people are.
Can you check mine just for a second? My camera's the best camera anyway. Mm-hmm. All right.
Social media is it's a bunch of unhinged weirdos. There's nobody checking you guys. A lot of you people, unfortunately, talk as if you're tough, but you've never been punched in the face, and you can tell by the way you talk. It's once you get hit in the mouth, you don't speak the same anymore, you know?
Actually, speaking of that,
would you agree with that? Like, you've been hit in the face, I've been hit in the face. Like, once you get hit in the face, you were talking a certain way. Once you get hit in the face, and it doesn't feel good, like, you don't talk, you just understand, oh shit, like that can get my face hit. I don't want my face to get hit anymore, so I'm not gonna say that because it's stupid anyway. I'm doing it to be arrogant, be an asshole, and then somebody comes around and checks me. Whereas with social media, it's like, let me sit behind my keyboard and say all this shit about people, whatever it is. I was making fun of we posted a video, and one of the comments about me, which was hilarious, it was like, his head looks like a pool cue ball. I was dying laughing. Like, that's funny, but they're saying it in a mean way. Like, they're saying it trying to insult me. And I looked at the profile picture, and it's like a pink anime super soldier. It's like, you don't even have your picture, your own personal picture.
Yeah, they're hiding.
So you're allowed to go online and be like an asshole to somebody and for their physical appearance, but you don't even have to fucking show yourself, right? Like, if that person was then out in public and saw either of us and was like, fucking guy's head looks like a pool cue ball, they'd say to their girlfriend over here, and they'd snicker and they'd walk off. Like, that would be the extent of it. You wouldn't go up to the person and be like, hey man, your fucking head looks like a pool cue ball.
Well, nobody would do it.
Like, there's no point. It's just unnecessary. It's an unnecessary thing.
The people that do that,
it just allows you to be unnecessary.
Would either be joking or would say it with hesitation.
Like, social media allows you to get the unnecessary comments that you never needed to make in the first place out of your system.
Yes. Yeah.
And a lot of times you direct them at a person you don't even know. And then you shake in your own house.
Can I go on the other side here for a second? And I think that people will agree. The social media has let some people be who they really want to be sometimes, toxic or not. It's allowed people to kind of let them show who they truly are. And we've seen a lot of toxicity, but it's given a lot of people a chance to show who they truly are. Like, think of anonymous donations. Let's just go to the positive side for just a moment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so there's been there's been a positive donations, and there's been things that people have just put themselves through, You don't see it a lot of times, but you do see some of that where people just put their good foot forward once in a while. It's more fun for us to say, wow, this is a negative event. Let's focus on this. Look at how bad it was.
I think you just look at the majority of it is negative though.
Yes.
The majority of it is. The majority of it is negative. Like people's anxiety levels have gone up since the introduction of this. Stress levels have gone up since the introduction of this. Division among the country, among like your own hometown, among people you used to be friends with, because of whatever being done on social media. Like it's ridiculous.
It's so true.
Like you would go to a bar and you would see somebody that you got in an argument with on Facebook 3 weeks ago, and you would avoid them. Like you people are fucking insane. You're insane.
What about virtual reality then? If
that's even more insane.
So we're getting into virtual reality because you said this person hides behind their avatar.
I got in a fight with you in fake Tokyo.
Yes,
or wherever.
But no, it's true though.
We were fighting over the last blow up doll on our porn simulator.
If you don't believe me, check out the Nvidia stock. And I'm not saying buy it or whatever. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not promoting any stock, but I'm saying look at Nvidia stock and look at what they're into: cryptocurrency, digital money. They're virtual reality. They're basically building another reality inside this world. So they're building this virtual reality inside this world, and they're trying to push this other reality, not against us, but you have people who are saying that's where I spend my day. And they use these avatars to do this.
It's unfortunate because there's a lot of stuff outside.
Yeah.
So where you don't need to do that. Yeah.
Hello, beach. Welcome to the beach.
Take a swim, man. Take a swim. Touch some grass, as they say.
And we're going to lose some of that, or those people are never going to come out of their houses.
Well, there were people that never came out of their house anyway. Right. Now they just have more shit to do. So if you look at it from that perspective, it's like, cool, you've helped the hermits have more fun stuff to do.
So are we heading more towards that direction where people are going to be more in their homes, more in that virtual reality, more in that closed bubble, COVID?
I'm pretty sure I think that was the whole agenda. That was their whole plan, was to get you comfortable with it so then they could go and
who's they? Who is they?
There's some,
the Illuminati. You're saying?
I don't know who they are. We all know who they are, but none of us actually know who they are.
The Illuminati? What are you saying?
I don't know. There's governments, and then there's a government that controls all governments, right?
The dragons.
Think about how you would run shit if you were in charge.
Aliens.
Like that's how you have to think.
Did you see the report on the UAPs? They were like, "Oh yeah, we have extraterrestrials." They're like, "Who does?" They're like, "The government." You should take a look at this thing. I'm not trying to yes, I am trying to sidetrack you because this is so amazing. They're basically admitting to Congress the other day about how we have extraterrestrial bodies in our possession, how we've been working with them. Religion, what is it? Gone. It's gone. So those of you who are posting in comments, yeah, good luck on that. Go take a look at the Congress, the hearings. So basically, we're either lying now or lying before, but one of the two has to be. There has to be something truthful in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Because either the people that they were being covered up, and the other thing this guy was saying, he's like, oh yeah, they're talking about silencing people. He goes, I can't really say that on camera, sorry. He's like, oh, closed meeting maybe. What does that mean?
Which means like, yeah, that's the best way to answer yes.
I don't mean to be smiling because it's pretty rude, but I had said this early on in the podcast that it's a positive thing. We're heading into an election. Those of you who are listening in, we're heading into an election. Make this a part of I want to see presidential candidates go, aliens, extraterrestrials, next question. I want to see them actually answer for this stuff and say, how would you address this? It's been slowly coming out of the last two presidential elections and actually presidential candidates. I'm yes, crazy uncle. I am your crazy uncle. But the point is, this stuff is truth. Yeah. It's all truth.
It's all a distraction, regardless.
The virtual reality is distraction.
It's all distractions because, yeah, they're gonna
don't go outside. Why would you go outside
with all this? And then what's gonna happen is
stay in your house.
All of us will be poor, and they're gonna you're gonna be blind to the fact that they're taking your money every day because you're worried about a green blob and a flying disc in your backyard. And instead, you're not gonna be worried that you don't pay your rent. You can go into the virtual reality, and in there you have 1 million fucking coins, and you can go build. You live in an igloo, and you have pizza rolls every morning for breakfast, but you don't have to eat real real food. Yeah, you log off and you eat wrong.
I gotta say, I love me some Totinos. Not like, and the problem is with Totinos, if you overcook them,
dude, those are lava pockets. You gotta be careful.
You overcook, and they're like little landmines in your mouth.
Yeah,
you overcook them, it's gone.
Not good.
Your mouth is so mad at you for a while.
Yeah, I'm not.
I still eat them though. I'm not stopping. I don't know, like what? One Totino
And
burn
they
in my mouth?
burst too. You can't even like take a bite and try to. It just is gonna gush out and then burn your face.
I can't even talk. I'm like, one Totino, but I'm like, oh. It's like, I can't, like, I feel like, I honestly feel blisters in my mouth, but I'm like, I am finishing all of these.
Yeah.
I cooked them, they're mine.
Yeah, well, once it's burnt, once your mouth's burned, you're not tasting anything.
Because if you overcook them and you let them sit, they slowly become like little cinder blocks. You cannot eat, like if they're overcooked, especially if you have air fryers. Oh my God. I'm telling you.
I don't eat pizza rolls. This is news to me on how to cook a pizza roll. I don't eat them.
Here's a trick. I learned this from my oldest. They said when you're ready to cook, you cook in an air fryer. How even? No, this is so. I cannot. You cannot. I have to tell you. In an air fryer, if you cook like chicken nuggets, you say you put 10 in, 10 minutes. Just whatever it is, like 390, 10 minutes. Lock it in. They're perfect. Don't overdo it. Don't put them in. Don't put too many in. Don't overload it. It's so good. They're delicious. They come out just like the restaurant.
Yeah.
No, but aliens.
He's seen 3 planes today. 3 just regular passenger airplanes,
Yeah.
and he has gone into full panic.
Not full panic. I just didn't have the glasses on. But it makes it more fun for us. We're together for the whole week. It's really fun for me. It really is.
So he'll see about 80, probably about 80 UFOs. I'm sorry, I got distracted because there's people doing like a wedding photo shoot behind Boogie, and I don't know if it's going to be on his camera, but that's so funny if it is.
They got lighting set up.
Yeah, no, they have a real setup going.
They do.
We have 2 phones on tripods right now. But congratulations to the newlyweds, or
Low-key.
congratulations on the baby, whatever they have going on.
The baby. I love how he jumps. I can't see it.
Well, they're hugging like they might have a baby in the belly.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know how people hug. I've never hugged a woman, believe it or not, so I don't even know how it works.
Oh, my God. This guy. It's
Not from behind.
Soon enough. We'll read your tarot cards.
Pretty soon
We'll do tarot on camera.
Pretty soon, hopefully I'll get to hug a girl.
Tarot, and then we'll see what you get.
Hopefully I'll get one.
You were gonna.
Hopefully soon, guys. Hopefully I can get my photo shoot on the beach with the love of my life. As we're welcoming our first.
Do you realize this isn't you? That whole thing. You control your universe.
Condo, our small condo, quaint little condo in just a sea town. Quaint little sea town, quaint little condo, and
you control your universe, man.
Quaint little condo, quaint little sea town.
Listen to your uncle. Hey,
there's a quaint little cottage.
You control your universe. You know that?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's all you.
Yeah.
You don't care.
No. I think you're full. I think you're full of shit.
You think
full
so?
of shit. You haven't shown me anything. Show me the money.
I'll show you after you get off here. If you really want to see it after you get off here, I'll show you my accounts here.
I don't want to look at his accounts because I don't care about his money.
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
Show me the money is a phrase.
From what?
Never heard of it.
I want to know if you know what it's from.
I just said it.
No. What's the movie?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know. I'm saying it's a phrase.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, he sounds like a pussy.
The movie was spiritual, man. It was. You should watch it.
I don't want to. I don't want to watch an old movie.
It wasn't about a contract. It wasn't about him getting a contract, a sports contract.
Exactly.
Watch it.
So
those of you out there,
you just reacted to my "show me the money" legitimately with a money comment, and my rebuttal was no, it wasn't, and you said, well, it's not about that. So you agree with me.
Yes, that's more than the money.
What he wanted to do was big boy me, right? And he goes, yes. Show me the money. I'll show you my fucking accounts after this. It was big boy shit.
Because you said it doesn't work, is what you said.
That was big boy shit.
You said it doesn't work.
I don't think that.
You said it doesn't work.
Yeah, but I don't think that you can say for a fact that that's what caused that because it's a market.
I can.
It's a market, though.
No,
but it's a market. You're putting your thing into a variable thing that's controlled by things out of your control completely. So how can you say that you had a control over it?
Because of my future.
Like, that's your reality, which is great. Like, I love how you believe that, but I understand why people would be skeptical when you say that to them. Because, like, that's like if you took a scratch ticket and won, and you said, I've been telling myself I'm going to win scratch tickets for 40
most people
years.
want the yes, exactly. Most people want the immediate. Most people want that immediate gratification of how do I get that money, that pile of money.
Yeah.
If I give you an immediate pile of money, what would you do with it?
I don't need an immediate pile of money.
I'm asking you a question. What would you do with it?
I don't know.
See? And there's the problem. If I give you an immediate pile of money, then you don't know what to do with it. But if I teach you how to use that pile of money ahead of time, and then I say give you a pile of money, like I would feed.
I'm not saying I don't know because I don't have a plan. I'm saying I don't know because I have 10 plans. That's the difference. It's not that I don't know what to do with money. It's that I don't know what I would do. It's not that I don't know what money does for me. That's the difference. That's what you like.
I asked you a question, but your immediate answer was I do not know.
I don't know. Not like I don't know what to do with money though. You just phrased it as he doesn't. That's the problem is no one knows what
we
they
have
would
it on
do with
camera.
money. Yeah, I know, but you misinterpreted what I said, so I'm making sure.
There's no misinterpretation.
Yeah, you did. So I'm making sure I clarify it now on camera.
Do not know means.
But you phrased that as. That's
if you in the middle of
people don't understand money. That's what you just said. That's not what my answer was. My answer was I don't know what I do.
If you're in the middle of an intersection,
I don't understand what I could do with the pile.
Just because you're louder doesn't make it right. I'm just telling you. If you're in the middle of an intersection,
you kept cutting me off, so I want to make sure.
If you're in the middle of an intersection, and you said I don't know where to go, that's a more direct answer. I agree. Yeah. But I said if I gave you a pile of money, what would you do? You said I don't know.
Yeah, but you interpreted it as you don't know what
you didn't
to
say,
do. Not
you didn't say I have 10 plans.
But
why did you not say 10 plans?
But what I'm telling you is
why did you not say 10 plans?
Because that wasn't the question that was asked. That wasn't the question that was asked.
10 plans.
The question wasn't asked.
Yes,
that wasn't what the question was.
We have it on camera.
I answered it in a way. You took it and you think I answered it one way, and that wasn't. So all I wanted to do was just make sure before you went off on a big rant that I just let you know that that's not at all what I said. That's all it was. And then you were like, no.
So tell us the 10 plans, Master. Tell us the 10 plans.
Well, how much money do I have? Like, you didn't give me anything. You just said a pile of money. Is that $8? Is that $800,000?
It's an infinite amount of money.
Infinite amount of money. First thing I would do is buy car washes. That's the first thing I would do. I'd buy car washes. I'd buy real estate. There's 2. Yeah, I guess those are my only 2. But you would buy multiple real estate, so there's 10 plans. Yeah, so there it is. Real estate, car washes. Those are at minimum, bare minimum.
I got a really good question for you right now.
Sure.
Because you couldn't give me 10 things. Give me 5 good things about yourself right now. No hesitation.
Giant penis. Low debt ceiling.
No, I'm being serious.
Low overhead costs.
No, I want 5 good characteristics and qualities about you. On camera right now about you that make you important.
Make me important? Well, who am I trying to prove I'm important to? That's a bad question.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Well, I know, and I want clarification on the question.
To yourself.
Yeah, there you go. Better. Not to the camera. Why am I proving myself to you?
No,
That's what you just said. I know, but don't phrase it as that. Then that's what you just said. You just said to the camera right now. Tell them why you're important.
Because I want to know.
Well, so 5 characteristics about me.
I'm important.
Loyal. I'm caring. I'm intelligent. I'm hardworking. And ambitious. 5.
That's great.
So there they are.
Yes, that's good. That's amazing.
You put this shit down.
That's good. That's really good. So
yeah. Give 5 about you.
I can't.
Nope. Give 5 about you.
I don't lie. I am loyal. I am ambitious. I actually believe in everyone controls their own universe.
Okay.
And I believe in follow your own happiness, whatever that may be, even if it's not with somebody else. I think those things are always important. I can keep going, but I think empathy is also very important. But
so you're empathetic?
I think I am. I would like to think I am, but I think that comes along with a lot of other things. But I think you following your own happiness is very important. Like I try to make sure you are following your happiness. Like that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
But that's important. That's what I'm saying. So money. That's why I gave you the money question, and see how fast we got fired up over that pile of imaginary money.
Yeah, because you.
So you can say you keep going.
Because you did. It's on camera.
I know.
You did. Yeah. I'm gonna take it as slow as possible. So I completely.
Money is bad. Money is bad.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
See, we're just hanging out, and
That's wrong. That's my opinion. That's wrong. Money is not bad.
If I could give you
money is not
infinite
bad.
Freedom for the rest of your life on an island by yourself.
Yeah.
And you can control whatever happens on that island. You have an orb of wishes or whatever you want, right? You can control it. Would you take that offer, or would you say I'd rather go make money?
I wouldn't want to be by myself on an island.
Right?
Yeah, so I'd rather go make money. So money's not bad.
So making money is your drive.
Well, making money is like it gives, in a capitalistic society, it gives a person purpose. In traditional sense, it gives a man a purpose. Like the more money you can earn as a man, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Like you can provide more for your family. Like it's objectively like if I have $80,000, I can give more to my child. in assets for them to be better in their future than I can if I make $40,000 a year. And like, granted, I have to be smart with the money, and you can be fine on whatever.
I mean, I'm not arguing with that.
I think that if you went from having, I very rarely have ever seen a person, I would argue never have I ever met a person who had absolutely nothing, got everything, and went, wow, it was actually way better when it was nothing. Like, you can say that, but I don't think you actually believe it, because you've now had everything, so you have a scope. But if you just had a little bit more than what you did, it would be better. Like, it is. It's better for everybody. That's why you go for the promotion.
I'm not faulting you. I agree with you. Yeah.
I believe money makes you do bad things, but money in itself isn't bad, because you can use it for good and bad. It can be used for good. It's not normally used for good.
Right, and I think that's what I'm saying with the money here.
But you also, you don't make it from doing good things typically.
Right, and I think what I was saying,
but you make more from doing it the wrong way.
But you have already established multiple avenues of income. That's why I said to you, I was asking about, like, how's your 10 avenues of income, or what's your 10 paths? But you were immediately like, I can do this, and that. The first.
Ultimately, what you want is freedom. Money gets you there. Money gets you there. That's all it is. Money is the vessel to freedom. You're either, the only two ways to be free in modern society is to be uber rich or homeless. Those are the only two ways you're free. Otherwise, you're tied to somebody or something. That's how it is, right? At the end of the day, all of us have a tiny bit of envy for the homeless, because they can wake up and do drugs and do nothing. Some of them, right? I'm not saying all of them do, but if you could wake up and do drugs and do nothing all day, and then go out and get a couple dollars and go get a cheeseburger, and then go do more drugs, and that's your day, like, that's way better than having to wake up and go work 80 hours a week for some people and bring home not enough money to even pay your rent, and then you're still starving.
There is a bit of truth what you say.
Like, there really is.
There really is,
like,
because honestly,
think about people on welfare in
crazy.
In the United States. There's people on welfare, right? And it's like, a lot of them would rather not work, because if you start to work, you lose those minimal benefits. But when you start to work, you're not making enough to actually get the things that you were getting with the benefits. So then you're in this weird position where, unless you're making an income leap that's like double the ladder, you're stuck where you're at. Or unless, and you can pull yourself up by your bootstraps to a certain extent, but a lot of people aren't willing to, like, go and break their back and work 100 hours. I don't blame them. Like, that's what it takes for some people to get out of these situations. But otherwise, you're just stuck in, like, well, you know what? Like, being homeless and doing drugs is a lot better than barely skating by.
And that's the thing, is so many people, like, we're hearing stories like people losing apartments, houses, homes, and they're working 80, 90 hours and they can't even make ends meet. It's like, wow.
There's just there hasn't been a cost of living raise in a while, and it doesn't. I didn't understand that they used to do that.
It's like you worked all that and you did all that work and you got nothing in return.
Well, the pandemic made, what is it, like, X amount of, like, it's in the double digits of billionaires. It might even be triple digits. I don't know. X amount of pharmaceutical billionaires in general. These companies were making massive amounts. Like, any company that didn't have an e-commerce presence now does, due to the pandemic. You have people buying way more shit because they're at their house on their computer. And we all have social anxiety, so all of us feel weird filling up a giant cart at Target, but we have no problem filling up a giant cart online from Target.
But even the beach is more empty than
everywhere, dude. Yeah. Everywhere. People. If you ever wanted to try a career, now's the time.
Right. It really is. It's like, follow your dreams. Why not?
Because you have some people that, like, won't refuse to go back to an office, and companies just saying, okay, I'm done with this shit. You can go work for somebody else now.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go back to an office. There's a real benefit to working in person. There really is.
There has to be.
We've had the ability to work online for over a decade now, and we haven't really taken advantage of it. And it was for a reason. It really was. It was for a reason.
Well, I think COVID really shook up the world, not just certain areas. It shook up the entire world to say, you have to do it differently now. And we all went back, even like teachers and police. Everyone's doing things very differently, where everyone's under a microscope, or doing things where it's to appease somebody or to rethink how we were doing what we were doing before. And like you were saying, working from home, and I feel like people are trying to take advantage of this new world that we're now entering, because there's no way to say we're in the same world, because in beginning of March of 2020, it was not this world that we're now in. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's, like, if you say, summer of 2019, it's not the same summer. And we're only a handful of years from that.
No. Well, it's never going to go back.
We're never going to go back to that. That's never coming back.
Because people were convinced that there's, yeah, I don't know. They were convinced that they don't have the power to live their own life on their own accord. It's kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy.
People were tricked into that. And now the problem is a lot of people are kind of realizing that they were duped, and they're angry and they're upset.
There is people that are angry.
And they're upset, and for good reason, you know.
What was the thing you were saying about the Joe Rogan podcast and the
Robert Kennedy Jr. interview?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people got really mad after they watched that. And
so what was it?
He has a lot of information on vaccines. He's done a lot of vaccine research.
Okay.
Not vaccine research, but a lot of like vaccine litigation against the companies. So he understands how they work. And he basically was like, yeah, you know, the COVID one's like a little bit bogus. He pointed to some literature you could refer to, right? He had like pointed to real sources. And I didn't take a look, so I'm not sitting here saying that this guy's like 100% correct.
Yeah.
But he's like, there's legitimate cause to think that there was, some agendas to push things out quickly and get it out and force you to take 1, 2, 3,
This
4.
is the politics of the new election. Like they're going to start saying, hey, look at the real numbers of the COVID vaccine. Look at the real information now that we have a few years behind us. That's what I'm saying, like the extraterrestrial stuff.
So, I mean, anybody that
10
really
years from now.
if you feel like you were duped, I mean, on a surface level, it seems like RFK Jr.'s got your back in that regard, and it seems like he kind of feels that way too.
Social media, privacy, those things are going to start to really pop up, and we're going to really see a different world even after that. I don't know. I'd like to think that we're trying to take ownership of this. I don't know. But yeah, I would like your generation more so is like, whoa, hey, answer to me. Hey, I'm over here. I don't. My generation's like.
The problem is my generation wants a lot of stuff that's just a waste of time and doesn't actually help anybody.
Like what?
A lot of the social issues to me is like we have real, like none of us can afford anything, and we're worried about like, like what we identify as. And I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but in my life, it's like I would rather just like my family's secure rather than like.
Well, you're a real estate agent also.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So because you see how much houses and stuff cost.
Well, no one can afford rent, and we're not like that's not the main focus. It's like racism, and like part of it is like that actually the rents are bad for everybody. Like everybody has bad rents, and so we can use that actually as a thing that we want to point to when we're pointing to bad rents. But the focus should be on like the economic challenges of people.
Okay.
That's my opinion. The primary focus in the country should be on economic issues that people face, because if we're as prosperous as we are, there's no reason that anybody should suffer. There's no reason that everybody just shouldn't be, at least have the tools to do it. You know what I mean? If you want to have all the tools and still fuck up, that's on you. That is completely on you. Like free healthcare, free education. If you want to have free healthcare and still smoke 3 packs of cigarettes a day, that's on you. Like the free healthcare can't fucking save you when you have lung cancer. Like you have lung cancer, you're gonna die. If you want free school but you don't go and you don't take advantage of it and you get kicked out, that's on you, right?
Okay.
So I understand one of the big things now is like equality of opportunity and equality of outcome. And the thing is, like, equality of outcome is not real. That's not a thing, because now you have to dictate what people like do for a living, versus equality of opportunity is like everybody gets the same opportunity to try all the things.
Yeah.
Even though we know that we know that these type of people are never going to go do this, but we want to give them the opportunity. We need to make sure that there's 3 of these people doing this, even though none of them actually want to do it, because we need to make sure everybody's doing something. And so that to me is the thing. Like, let's address that people want to make more money. Everybody is making more money.
And there's like a shortfall.
So how do we all make a little bit more money?
There is a shortfall of certain people and certain things, and I feel like I would like to hope in our future we have people kind of meeting the needs of everybody. But when what's your hope for the future in the next 5 years, right?
That people start going back to work.
Like no working from home.
People that you can like go to a restaurant and get quality service because there's people working.
Shortfall, yeah.
Like you can go somewhere and actually feel like a decent human interaction with somebody.
Yes.
Like you can actually see somebody earning a living doing something.
It makes me kind of really sad to see an empty restaurant.
It's very
I go
odd.
to a restaurant, I'm like, why
odd.
Is this restaurant like 3/4 empty?
And you guys really all stopped enjoying going to restaurants in 3 years? Really? You all stopped enjoying? Half of you guys weren't even listening, and you were going out anyway. And now you're not. Like, where are you? Where are you guys?
I mean, that's...
Enjoy it. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your fucking life. Seriously.
They really should enjoy going to a restaurant, and I think people would really like to just... How can you not enjoy your partners, your couples, just going out, hanging out, friends? Hey, let's all go out.
Yeah.
I don't know. That could just be how I feel. But when I go to a restaurant, it's like almost like I don't want to go out anymore because it's so depressing. I'm like, is this restaurant going to be busy? Please.
Yeah, everywhere.
I'm hoping it's a little busy So at least it feels like there's a little life left in it.
Yeah,
Like, is there
everywhere.
a pulse?
Retail, yeah. There's never anybody in any retail
No.
places either,
I just went to Mall of America and it was like almost dead for a little while.
which is crazy to me because that's the mall.
Yeah, I was
It's
like,
like the
oh.
only mall left, really.
I was like, I there was no excuse me's because I wasn't really bumping into anyone. I'm like, I own this place.
Yeah. No, that's crazy.
So
Did you see pictures of that place? It's a madhouse.
yeah, I think that's probably old pictures. It has to be. There's no other way around that because
That points to, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
they might have got out for school.
Malls also suck. Like, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I get it. Malls suck.
this was an amusement
nice.
park.
It's a bunch of
though.
stores in a big zoo. It's a big zoo of stores.
This is not like that. I'm not. If you were interested, go there because there was an amusement park in there. I was only there for a few days. That was all I needed.